After paying 3 million naira from our own individual pockets, Baba Mohbad refused to show up for the affidavit for the DNA to be done for Liam, late Mohbad's son. Says Baba Mohbad's supporters who are based abroad who came online to show their utter disgust with Baba's popular and boldest blogger, Bukky Jesse. Hello everyone, you're so much welcome. The ulabalu of this unending drama is still on, and just a few hours ago, there was a conference chat between Bukky Jesse, Baba's blogger, and some women, elderly women you can perceive, who are based, I think one of them is based in America, or both of them. They're about 3 or 4, but 3 spoke more during the conversation. They were utterly disgusted because, according to them, Baba has failed to show up at the court in Ikorodu, where Baba's lawyer is alleged to have been waiting for hours for Baba to come over so that there can be an affidavit of motion that will compel the courts and Wunmi to go for Liam's paternity test. Remember, from Baba Falana's response days ago, he said the onus has been on Baba Mohbad's shoulders to go and do the right thing, get a documentation and an approval from the court of law, which is the affidavit of motion, so that Wunmi would, of course, provide Liam and the paternity test will be done. Now, in that program, like I always refer, you need to go and watch it so that you can get the context. These women came online and joined Bukky Jesse, and they were really agitated, saying, Kílódé, Baba will show up. Lawyer ti dúró láti for how many hours sí court? Kí Baba kàn dé, kó dẹ̀ ṣe accordingly, láti bóyá signature ni o, àbí nǹkan kan ni o, láti ṣe, so that the next step is for the court to now action it. And definitely Wunmi's lawyers too will get involved, which is Falana, and the paternity test to be done. Now, all this while that this has been going on, people like, Wunmi ò fẹ́ ṣe DNA test, Wunmi ò fẹ́ ṣe DNA test. Wunmi had made it clear through Iyabo Ojo then that òun ready láti ṣe, but they have to speak to our lawyers. That's Falana and Femi Falana, and Baba's lawyer have to be the one doing the discussion. And they've discussed already. And what they said was, okay, Wunmi said 2 tests can be done in Nigeria, but 1 has to be done outside the country, I think America. And they said Baba's response from his own lawyer was that if that is going to be the case, Wunmi has to foot the bill for him. And that side was the gray areas to be like, what is about footing the bill? You don't need to travel to America for a DNA test to be done. Even way back as 2015, 10 years ago, when DNA has not become commonplace like this, and people need to confirm paternity, samples are sent abroad, and the results will be sent, and all of that. So, ní bitawa dé ìbáyìí, àwọn obìnrin yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ títí, in fact, okay, let me just state some of the things they said. They said, Kílódé tí Baba fawọ́ sẹ́yìn? Baba cannot continue, their words, Baba cannot continually come online to be agitating that he wants DNA test to be done for Liam. And when it now comes to that point of actioning it, because like I always say, social media, it brings awareness. It brings a lot of things out, right? But when it comes to things that the law is going to be engaged in, until you do the needful, law doesn't listen to social media. Nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣe accordingly, because ignorance is not an excuse in law. And that's why Baba has his own lawyer, Wunmi has her own lawyer. And in most cases like that, when it comes to things, you will know that you have to get a lawyer to stand for you so that you will do the right thing and the lawyer can advise you accordingly. So according to those women, Baba has been standing them up. Wọ́n ní Baba ti gbé àwọn handicap. Òun dúró àwọn ti san owó àwọn woman. Well, there's one particular woman amongst them that said, this is not government money. We paid this 3 million. Now, the 3 million she was saying, she mentioned 3 million specifically. I don't know if it's the cost of DNA. I don't know if DNA is that much or all the processes involved and maybe the cost of the places they are going to go and do it and all that. That was not expatiated. But she mentioned 3 million. And that's over there where she was, I think where she is in America, is 6 a.m. and she's unable to sleep. She's been pensive that all efforts to get Baba to come there through calls or something has not proved successful. And Bukky Jesse was asking to say, she sure communicate Baba. And those women were like, yes, for the lawyer himself to have said, Baba knows that he's supposed to come there and maybe do the needful. You know, when you want to do an affidavit, you know, that kind of thing. But Baba is not showing up. And those women were like, this is quite insultive. We cannot be trying to take 20 steps forward and Baba will make them take 60 steps backward. But ó ti sú àwọn justice làwọn wá fún ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó bá yẹ káwọn action nǹkan, Baba was not always forthcoming. And Bukky Jesse was truthfully calming them down to say, okay, Emma worry, Emma binu, Emma, that she doesn't speak to him, because sometimes she will say she speaks to him, sometimes she will say she doesn't speak to him, that she will get across to him anyhow so that they can talk about it and try to know why. That these are one of the reasons why she got frustrated over a week ago when she came out to Yaka Baba, you know, protesting Baba lójú anyhow. Pé ara nǹkan tó máa ń bí òun nínú nìyẹn. But she was able to, you know, try to arrest the situation, calm those women down to say, okay, don't worry. We'll get past this one. We'll find how to go about it, you know. But definitely for Baba to have decided to avoid coming, and it's Ikorodu, according to them. The court is in Ikorodu, and it's just to do an affidavit. And the lawyer has been waiting, you know. So those women were upset. Pé lè máa náwó wa, owó tiwa ni. Pé ká lè make attempt yìí kí Baba máa frustrate. So like I always say, go and double check as well on platforms where you hear Bukky Jesse's blogs or our platform and listen to this conversation so you can get it contextually. So the question is, why did Baba not turn up? Why is Baba not turning up to do the affidavit? Because that is the step that needs to be done. Now, this is like a paternity saga. Yes. In fact, when it comes to paternity of a child, it's between the husband and the wife. And sometimes when there's a tussle, if the husband is the one demanding for it, in most of the case, which it is, he has to go through a court to do that. Is allowed. Right? Now that Mohbad is not here with us and Baba wants to take that action, of course he has to go through the court because gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ yìí náà ọ̀rọ̀ ti fọ́ yánkan-yànkan. Yorùbá will say, a kì í lọ ilé ẹjọ́ padà dọ̀rẹ́, bóyá a kì í lọ ilé ẹjọ́ padà wálé wá dọ̀rẹ́. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ti fọ́ bí igbá yángan. But question tá à ń béèrè ń sìn, because like I said, Baba should not get those who are supporting him to get this justice that he wants, which is part of, he said his justice is for him to know Liam's paternity. So he cannot be helped and be provided money for and not now go for what is supposed to be done. Rightfully so, those women will get frustrated and they said all efforts to get Baba on his lines were proving abortive. So Baba, kí ló dé tẹ́ fóònù pa táwọn èèyàn tó kówó fún yín àbí tán sanwó process yìí, bóyá center kan lẹ ti fẹ́ ṣe o, bóyá 2 centers ní, bóyá 3 centers wọ́n ti eventually ṣe o, tán láwọn ti kó 3 million lẹ̀ fún procedure step yìí, kí ló dé tẹ́ ṣe wá lọ Baba, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan? So ibi tí ọ̀rọ̀ dé nìyí, so we are hoping that Baba would respond to his people who have been, you know, helpful to him, paying the bills or the DNA. But why has Baba gone AWOL? Why has it gone AWOL? Emma frustrate àwọn tó fẹ́ help yín Baba, because some people are genuinely after your well-being. You know, they know that money is, you know, Ọlọ́run ó ní bó ṣe máa ń pè nǹkan ẹ̀, ó dẹ̀ ní bí kálukú ṣe yan tiẹ̀ when it comes to money. So, but when you get people supporting you for what you have been shouting that you want, I want DNA, I want DNA, I want DNA, but it's gbé sí lẹ́nu yẹn, let's gbangba yẹn. So, lè wá dé step yín sìn. Torí èèyàn ò lè kẹ́sẹ̀ sómi méjèèjì kó wá máa ké gbé òtútù. You have to just go and do the affidavit for motion so that the DNA can be carried out and the truth can be revealed. If òótọ́, because there's no name that Wunmi has not been called. And like I say, ẹ má ṣépè fún bàbá ń bí o. Ẹ má ṣépè fún Wunmi ń bí o. Ẹ má ṣépè fún ìyá Mohbad ń bí o. Ẹ má ṣépè fún Bukky Jesse ń bí o. Ẹ má ṣépè fún Liam ń bí o. Tẹ́ bá ti bíbá yóò ń ṣe platform elépè. And you are free to go to a platform. Kẹ́ lọ gba chairmanship position bí mo ṣe máa ń sọ, kẹ́ jókòó tẹ́ rẹ síbẹ̀, kẹ́ máa fi èpè máa fọyín, kẹ́ máa fi ṣe kinní. But lórí ibi, àwọn ò fẹ́ pè. Justice for Mohbad everybody ń sọ. Tó o bá lè ti drop comment ẹ constructively, a máa bá yín multiply by 1 million sí lórí comment section yẹn ni. Bí yóò ń ṣe léèpè, à ń fi ọ̀rọ̀ yíra wa bí nǹkan dẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣẹlẹ̀, la ṣe ń gbé wá, la ṣe ń sọ. Torí èèyàn kan lè na ìkọ̀ ìbànújẹ́ sọmọ lọ́mọ. Torí tó bá na ìkọ̀ ìbànújẹ́ sọmọ lọ́mọ, gbogbo ìka ẹ̀ tó kù mẹ́rin ó jẹ́ ti àtẹ̀bí ẹ̀. So of course we wait for Baba, but most of the time when his bloggers or his supporters are, having issues or something, why can't they do conference call rather than just coming online with their anger and everything and just be spewing things? It's so noisy. There's too much noise on that side. Nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe nǹkan ẹlẹgẹ́ ni, nǹkan táwọn ọlọ́pọlọ ń ṣe ni. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ tákùrú nǹkan báyìí, you don't talk 210%. Of course you talk, but not when everything happen. Baba did not turn up today. Ẹ bọ́ sórí social media, ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní express anger yín, ẹ sọ pé ẹ kó 3 million fún. Those are the things that, well, you have the right to express it, but it just makes too much noise. Because this same man you say you want to protect, you want to help, by the time you are showing your anger and frustration that is not taking things seriously, you're kind of watering him down. Opinion tèmi nìyẹn o. Ire o.